Alright guys, Ian Anderson, such close to this golf. We're back with 2016 The Bloom. We got round 2, which is the final round. And we are again lucky to be joined by the McMahons, Eagle and Pat. Say what's up, guys.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
There he is. And, what course are we at today, Eagle?
We're at Bailey. It's beautiful course in Bailey, Colorado. Huge crusher course. You got a lot of open shots across beautiful meadows, downhill bombers. The big arms definitely get a chance to shine on this one.
Fantastic. Well, I'm excited, man. Let's watch some disc golf.
Let's go.
Alright, guys. Round 2. Rob, Joe, Jerome, JC, and the new guy, Ian. He must be awesome.
Yeah, he's got a pretty cool name.
He's a good.
He's got an interesting game you were telling me about, Eagle, right?
Yeah, the biggest. He is Spider-Man. He putts at old pearly spiders. They work for him. I've talked to him. He just doesn't like the way a putter feels in his hand, and it doesn't matter for him because he is probably one of the best putters in Colorado.
That's a mid-range, right?
Yeah, it's like it's a multi-purpose, kind of like a similar rim to a gator, so kind of blunt feeling. So it's closer to a putter than a mid-range.
Okay. A hole one looks like a crush, Eagle.
Yeah, this is par 4. Huge bomber downhill. Just let it fly.
And
He smashed.
Yeah, he can smash him.
He has a huge forehand. Like, that's crazy.
That was crushed.
Jerome.
Let's see what Rob can keep up with the Joes and the Ians.
Rob has sneaky distance. He knows how to work his angles and flip-ups. He's probably throwing a baton right there, and that's smashed.
Oh, my God.
That's
Perfect.
He just has a jump putt to it now.
Perfectly online, too, you know?
Yeah.
If you can get into those openings there, you're looking pretty good for your up and down and getting your birdie.
Birdie 3 there.
Yeah, from out there to the left, it's a little more difficult of an approach shot. You have to hyzer in and a lot of trees in the way.
Gotcha. JC? We turn that one over.
Yeah. Same thing. He'll have a tough approach from over there, but should be able to get his 4.
What do you think? We got an overhand coming from over there?
I'd say so. That the green for an overhand is kind of tricky there because it doesn't slope in his favor. Ideally, you'd want to throw backhand from that side because they'll play into the hill. Yeah, see, he's throwing a tomahawk, so it turns into the hill and his roll potential.
Yeah. Looks like he's putting.
That's not bad from where he was at.
Yeah. Jerome taking the backhand hyzer spike. Or spike hyzer. He got over there. And Ian, a little forehand up shot.
Oh, looks like he didn't give it enough.
Yeah, a little short.
Those are kind of tough. Like they get in your head. Like for me, I either overthrow those or do what Ian did.
Yeah.
Hard to judge that perfect distance.
Mm-hmm. I believe that was Rob just landed for a birdie.
Yeah.
Ian.
Spider-Man.
Throwing the spider into the web. JC not able to save the birdie. And here's Jerome for his. I believe this is for a birdie.
Yeah.
That was a solid up shot.
That's pretty good from where he was at.
Yeah. And Rob cleaning up the... Oh, that was Joe over there, wasn't it? Rob cleaning up the birdie, and Joe will clean up his birdie as well.
Pretty solid. I think JC was the only one not to get a birdie on that.
Yeah. Yeah, with the distance these guys have really kind of makes this a decently easy par 4 for them.
Yeah, if you just put it online, you should be able to get up and down.
Looks like tie for the lead now is Ian and Joe with Rob and Jerome. Just one back. Really tight race right here. Like it a lot. And we're on to hole 2. What are we looking at, Pat?
We're looking at probably a putter shot for most of these guys and maybe thumber for JC. And it's straight up the gut. And if you hit that gap right, you should scoot up to the basket or be a little short.
Nice. And Joe hit the gap perfectly.
Or a little long in this
Yeah.
case.
Yeah, it didn't sit quite in time. Is it OB long or just a fence there?
It is. Over that fence is OB.
Oh, wow. This forehand from Ian, I love it.
Oh, super touchy.
Right?
That's awesome.
Yeah. Great look. Playing it safe, not too long. It's got a great putt. Rob. Oh, my God.
Oh, sneaky.
Yeah.
Super squeaky right there.
Jerome with a high hyzer.
Eyes around.
Uh-huh. Gives you that distance control in the downhill shots. And it worked. I think he hit a tree, but it still played. JC never want to shy away from the overhand.
He's afraid of the gaps.
Is.
He has pretty good control when he needs it.
Did he go OB left right there?
He might have. I don't think so. I don't think it would have bounced that far left.
Okay. Well, there he was for a 2. Hoping taking a 3. And I believe Joe stayed just in bounds.
I think so. He would have had to slide pretty far.
You thought that one was going in.
There's Ian,
Yeah.
another solid putt.
I like his putt for these baskets. Low, dead center. You don't get that spit back.
Yeah, we catch super well. He just landing so low eliminates it.
Mm-hmm.
Eliminates cut throughs.
A good putt from Jerome, carding a 2. And Rob, after getting super squeaky, cards his 2. And JC, hopefully for a par if he stayed in bounds. I believe he did.
He's pretty aggressive on that run. Leaving him a little bit of a tester, but puts it in.
Yeah, he's a great putter. Joe cleans up his par. And there's 2 pars, 3 birdies. And we got, what, 3-way tie for second with Ian in the lead.
Yeah, it's super, super tight.
Yeah, very cool. And we're looking at hole 3 eagle. 350 going up a little, just kind of even.
Yeah, you're probably throwing your straight distance driver or fairway on this one. Just put it out slightly right and let it fade into the rocks. Just if you're just below those rocks, you have a pretty routine putt at it. Ian with a kind of an unusual route, just playing with the trees, but he gets through and he'll have a putt back up at it.
Yeah, it seems like those aspens really guard that forehand line unless it's really high. Rob needs a little more flip.
Yeah, I think Rob went T-bird on this, and it shows as he finishes left.
Yep. And Jerome playing it over those bushes over there. Fading it nicely. If it gets there.
He'll have a putt up at it.
Yeah. Joe with a smash.
Here's the line you want right here. Oh, he's putting his hands up. Oh my gosh, look at this skip off the rock.
Oh, wow. JC throwing a thumber.
This is one of the shots he has. He has like a line penetrating thumber that's just ridiculous.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody go deep on that.
That was crazy. Joe pitches
Joe
in.
thought he was going to ace it, and he skipped off that rock right there.
Yep.
Way behind it.
Oh, wow. Rob had a pretty encumbered putt and just ups for a par.
You're over there to the left. It can be tricky. Those aspens, even though they're thin, there's some tough routes to the basket in there.
Oh, man.
Great putt again.
Ian. Wow.
That mid-range putt.
Yeah, it goes in. There go my dreams of ever being the best disc golfing Ian. Just smashed right there. Oh, JC. Misses that comebacker for a birdie, taking a par. You get some funny footing on your putts when you get close, don't you?
Oh, yeah, you never know what to expect out here.
Not a backyard putt. That was Joe and Rob clean up pars, and there's JC with his par. With some good birdies from Ian and Jerome. How about that putt from Ian, man? God.
Dead center, low. You can't hit it any better than that.
Yeah, super impressive. And we're looking at hole 4, 406 feet. What are we doing, Pat?
Oh, well, we're just going to smash one out there. It's a pretty wide open shot. And it's in, there's 4 trees surrounding it. Mm-hmm. But a good drive can get you up there for a putt.
All right, let's see if Ian can do it. Playing a big old forehand flex.
And he doesn't turn that quite enough.
Yeah.
So he's short right there.
Yeah, a lot of times if you come up short, you have a pretty easy pitch up to the basket. But these guys, I suspect, should be able to get kind of close.
And Jerome got kind of close.
Yeah.
Rob definitely has the power to get there.
Yeah, for a lot of these guys, it's just the perfect crush to get there.
Yeah, right. Just full power.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Rob finished a little short left, but he's putting. And Joe. I love Joe's form. It's just like hulks it every time.
Yeah.
Smashes it over there. And JC going overhand.
Of course.
Of course. Thumber style.
Crushed.
Yeah, that's a 406 foot.
450 foot thumber right there, probably.
My arm just fell off watching that shot.
Oh my gosh.
Ian just pitching up for a par. Here's Rob for a 2. Nope. And Jerome for his birdie. A little uphill putt.
It's probably 30, 35 out.
Oh,
Nice.
Great putt.
yeah. A little mini jump. I like it.
This one's I'd consider a bonus if you're getting it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that. Oh,
Yeah.
JC.
Definitely can be gotten, but a 3's just fine.
Here's Joe looking for a 2.
Nice.
Well done. Ian continues the solid putting, saves his par. Rob's going to drop in his par. And then JC will follow suit shortly. There's that. Rob just has like a real solid game. You know, just doesn't make mistakes.
Oh yeah. He's kind of like growing up in Colorado. He was kind of the most consistent golfer, always out playing. Just if you got to play with Rob, you were excited because you knew you were going to see some cool shots, and
That's awesome, man.
He's always a contender.
always a contender.
Very cool. Looking at hole 5, par 4, 638, going pretty uphill here, Eagle.
There's not much this hole. It's basically just throw your longest shot and throw something up there to get a shot at the 3.
Mm-hmm.
So basically just a huge smash and then pretty routine upshot.
And Jerome threw a pretty huge forehand smash. Joe taking the backhand line.
You don't want to turn in those trees because that means you're probably not getting a birdie.
Yeah,
so if you just keep in the middle, you should have no problem with your second shot.
It seems like the most likely trouble to run into.
Yeah.
Ian just dead center fairway, making good progress. That should be a birdie.
Joe and Ian are in perfect position.
Yeah. Rob looking to match those 2 shots. Oh, flip. That'll still work though, right?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter where you are out there.
Yeah.
It might be better to be on the left side because that means you can get easier hyzer in.
Oh, sure, huh?
Whoa.
Is that some crazy oat on that throw?
Yeah, it looked pretty fluttery out of his hand.
Yeah, it sure did. He's middle of the fairway, though. His second shot going Tommy. A little short. And Jerome's second shot taking that hyzer line you were talking about.
Ugh.
Yeah, the basket is lightly guarded, but it doesn't seem to cause too many problems from where Ian and Joe are.
Yeah, that seems like a lot more open line over there.
It looked like Ian's pretty much parked on his second shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ian and Joe are hanging out this hole. And Jerome for a 3.
Just off the cage.
Yeah, a little mini jumper, not this time. Rob for his birdie. Solid. Well done.
When Rob gets it going, he can't miss putts. He'll hit them from literally everywhere.
Love it. Oh my goodness. High but stays in thanks to that slanted band. Ian cleans up his birdie. Joe's going to do the same. Eventually.
Yep. Oh, another dodge.
It's so scary.
Joe's putts just do not want to stay in these baskets. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
He's attacking that pole.
He is, isn't he?
it's a weird hybrid between a push and a spin.
It is, right?
It's a very hard spin, if you would consider that.
Alrighty, 4 birdies on the last hole. It takes the whole 6, Pat.
Hole 6 is a man hill hole,
Okay.
and there's 2 different positions. This position's up in the rock, so these guys want to just smash it straight, low at it, and hopefully hit those rocks in front of the basket and fall in front of it.
Looks like Joe is
Go in
throwing.
so he's gonna have a little a tricky putt from there.
At least it's uphill, though.
Yeah.
I like the sidearm on this hole,
Yeah,
just
see-
for some reason.
Yeah?
If you just get it going straight and maybe a little bit of flip, it'll fade right back into the rocks.
Okay. Ian's putting at it. A little bit
Yeah.
short, right? Rob agrees with you, Eagle.
Yeah, he has a nice fast sidearm there and skips a little bit down the hill.
Yeah, you can kind of tell what the best shot is for the hole because Rob throws it, because he can throw anything.
Yeah.
That was JC overhanding and rolling. He's putting.
This is always a fun putt too into these rocks.
It looks like it. And Jerome, looks like maybe a verdict or something.
It's overstable for sure because he got over on that.
Yeah, he did. It looks like a mid. He's putting at it. Joe is coming back towards the basket for his 2, and he's at rocks. It's funny. It's in there. Taking a par.
That was pretty
Ooh,
Oh, smash.
That was a nice aggressive putt.
it was. I like this basket placement a lot. It's really cool.
There's a lot of cool basket placements on this course.
Yeah.
They take a lot of pride in that. Very picturesque.
Yeah, I mean the whole course is just amazing looking.
He
Not
didn't
the,
even hit the rocks.
No, not the best putt from Rob.
Just over everything.
Jerome misses all the rocks but hits the cage, and here is Ian from long right.
Oh, skips off the top.
Yeah, he couldn't do his spin putt, Norm. But
These baskets are funny. You're either getting rewarded for hitting the band, or if you're a little high, you're just getting ramped into oblivion.
yeah, it's true, huh?
Mm-hmm. Little rock climbing.
Yeah. I hope Joe's wearing a cup. Jerome cleans up his par as well, and JC with the only birdie on there, and he had to make a good putt to make it happen too.
It's definitely a good 2 to do. You're not too mad if you don't get it, just because of it's kind of a tricky tee shot.
Yep. Looks like Ian's still holding on to that 1-stroke lead over Jerome and Joe. Rob was 1 back, and Eagle, we're on hole 7, buddy.
This one's weird. It's your basic hyzer, but it seems like no one ever parks it for some reason. It just you got to have good speed control because you're either coming up short and hitting the early trees or hitting under and skipping past it.
Huh,
So
okay.
it's kind of touchy.
It looks like JC came a little bit short. Joe is taking that backhand hyzer you're talking about. And that was pretty good.
It's a
Yeah.
great shot.
See if Rob can match that and keep pace. That looks a little short.
Yep.
Yeah, you definitely want to put a little extra on it because if you can coming around that corner, you hit those trees early, and then you're out about 40 or 50 feet.
This is a tough forehand hole for Ian.
But he comes through on that. Wow.
Wow. That's an amazing shot.
Uphill forehand Annie. It stayed on the line the entire time. That was impressive.
That's tough to do because he's at altitude right now. It's harder to make discs stay in the air and do crazy things like that. You're usually just crushing hyzers up here.
Yeah, exactly right. So Rob came up quite a bit short. This is his look for a 2. Oh my god. He almost made that.
And
Ian? gave that a go, but gonna be taking a par. And Jerome for his birdie. Mini jumper goes in.
He's got that real cool, like, super spinny jump putt.
Yeah.
And it never really goes too far past it either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's good speed control on it.
Yeah, got a nice little soft float on it.
Yep. Joe threw it perfect that hole.
He did, didn't he? And JC missed his birdie putt, but salvages his par. And Rob going to drop in his par as well, along with Ian. A little higher than the normal for Ian, but still stays in. Let's give birdie some J and J. They are all tied. We got Joe, Jerome, and Ian all tied at 13 down. Rob's 2 back. JC hanging around. And we're on to hole 8, Pat.
This would be considered amongst all these guys as a must-get birdie.
Uh-huh.
It's probably a putter shot or a sidearm for some of these guys. Maybe a thumber for JC.
Number for JC.
Jerome throwing the ante. That's a little low. Good skip, though.
You got a little bit of a skip.
It is probably the easiest hole on this course, but it's also pretty easy to mess up.
Yeah, you can throw, and if you hit it too hard, there is an OB fence line about 30 feet beyond it, so you can go OB.
They're all on the hunt for the lead right now, so they're all probably feeling a little bit of pressure to get this hole.
Yeah, it kind of showed on Ian and JC. Shanked it a little bit. Ian, not too bad. Rob needs that to sit. Oh, wow.
And it's pretty close to the OB line, but that's a putt that Rob can make.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like he's just right under the line, actually. So JC finished quite a bit short right. Let's see what he can do from over there. Oh, no. Hopefully taking a par. Here is Joe for a birdie.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, that was fantastic. Oh, Ian just a little bit am side. Chains out Jerome for a 2.
Basket doesn't like anyone.
It doesn't. Doesn't like Jerome either.
Yeah.
I'll see if Rob can get us some strokes on some folks. Nope.
Wow.
Wow.
Must get birdie, eh?
Yeah.
And nobody, right?
They're kicking themselves on the way to the next basket. They want to get that one. For sure.
Top card, really?
Not this hole. A bunch of par drop-ins and some busted egos headed to the next hole.
But no damage done.
That's true, yeah. No boats. Keeping our tight race going. Ian, Jerome, Joe, and Rob 2 back. JC 2 back of that. Taking us to hole 9, Eagle.
Hole 9. This one is okay. I'm confused. It said par 3 on the previous screen, and now it says par 4.
It's a par 4.
It's a par 4. It's probably the easiest par 4 in the course. It can be tough if you don't get a good drive because the green's pretty guarded.
Uh-huh.
If you put something just on a straight line, penetrate it forward, you should have a somewhat easy pitch up at it to maybe get your putt at a.
And you don't want to go too far left.
Oh.
Short and left is going to be a difficult approach.
Oh, kind of guarding it with the rocks over there.
Yeah.
And Joe was stuck in the tree. But I don't believe they're playing 2 meter.
Yeah, they don't. We don't usually play 2 meter here in Colorado.
Yeah, kind of a West Coast thing. JC going overhand per the usual, getting it up there. That was smashed.
Yeah, and he's having a good approach. Sometimes there could be an obstruction in the way, but should be an easy up and down for JC.
Nice. And Ian busting out that trusty forehand.
That's a little low, and with his forehand, that second shot might be a little tough for him.
Oh, yeah, huh? Good point. Rob getting it right up there, right in the middle. Wow. Ooh, that was good.
Very good shot.
That's all you really need right there.
So Ian's going to stick to that forehand on this upshot. That's tough.
He's still putting, though.
That's almost perfect for what he had.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
We'll have a little bit of a putt, but he's...
Oh, gosh, that's great.
Joe almost threw it in right there. Jerome playing the skip, but hit a rock instead and got a bad roll. He's still putting, but not as close as he was hoping, I'm sure. How about this drive from Rob, you guys?
That is smashed. I think this tree is in the way right here, or else. Or, no.
Just a little.
I think it looks a little closer than it actually is right here.
Yeah.
Rob would probably normally jump putt that.
JC got even closer. Jerome almost makes his jumper to save a birdie. Can we take a par?
I don't think he's thrown a putt and not hit any metal.
It's true, huh? He's been accurate all day. Ian, this is his first one I thought he was going to make.
Still a nice aggressive putt, just a little low.
Yep, exactly. JC just has a little drop-in birdie right here. And Ian and Jerome cleaning up pars.
There's another hole you like to score on too. There's this little stretch you get that birdie and a couple par fours that are definitely easier par fours.
Yeah, that seemed like one you really definitely did want to get right there. And I believe Joe just took the lead right there. It's going to take us to the last hole of part 1, hole 10. What are we doing, Pat?
Hole 10 is, I believe this is the one down the hill. Yeah, this one's a tricky hole. I'm sure they'll probably go over top of it, JC, and you could do a flex shot over top. Usually, a lot of the guys do, like Joe's doing there.
Uh-huh.
And if you hit it right, he's going to fall a little left and probably a little bit short. But it's pretty tough to put it right on the basket here. If you anywhere close to a putt, you're super happy. But 3 is definitely a good score on this hole.
Okay. JC throwing the overhand. Rob going up the middle with a backhand. Turn that one over a little much, though.
Yeah, that low line is risky because you could hit the aspens just like Rob.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
So it looks like Jerome threw a Tommy.
I think so, yeah.
Looks like he's just trying to get out to a safe spot and just pitch it up.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he was going to reach it with that shot.
That's why overhand golf's so nice in the mountains, just to get past everything and get an easy upshot. Because so many people are hitting the thick trees of Colorado and getting stuck behind.
Just like Ian just did.
You need the pure shot here to get a birdie.
JC with the backhand, look at that.
Wow. He must have hit a really early tree on his Tommy or his thumber. Is he stuck in there? He is, isn't he?
I think he is.
Yeah, there it is up there.
I didn't really pay attention to JC's shot. I would assume that he would have got way down there.
I thought so too. I don't know what happened.
The thumber plays perfectly for this hole.
Yeah,
Especially his thumber.
Yeah, Ian with a nice backhand upshot.
Yeah. Showing all his skills.
He's got it in there somewhere. That's good forehand up from Rob. And we're looking at Jerome about to do the same. Finish short left.
Yeah, it looked like he... Ooh.
Was that the basket?
That was the basket, guys. Wow.
Dang.
Jerome's deadly, man.
Threw it out left there for his approach. It's not a bad idea.
Not at all. And, Joe came up a little bit short and then came up a little bit short on his upshot. And here's JC to save a par. Not so much. Joe looking to do the same.
Is it drizzling right now?
I think yeah, it is. Just a skosh. And it's not raining on the first hole. It looks like it came back a little bit here. Jerome. Oh, no.
Oh, from hitting basket to getting a 4.
It's the Birdogi. There is Rob. Cleans up his par.
This is definitely a hole you want for your 3. You want to be within 10, 15 feet or even closer. You just want to drop this one in and move on.
Yeah. Nobody was really even that close for a birdie shot at all.
It's not a fun 20-foot putt out there on that hole.
So some trouble right there, guys.
Wow.
Yeah. So Joe coming back to Ian. Rob is one back of that. And that is all we got for part 1, guys. We will catch you in part 2 for the exciting finish of the Bloom. Again, huge thanks to Pat and Eagle for joining me. Good times as always, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Ian.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next one.